break it down to us from a layman's perspective. Can you tell us, please, what Bitcoin is?
Well, yeah, you're right. Unless you're living under a rock, you wouldn't be knowing about what Bitcoin, has lost its mind, I would say. But, in layman terms, I'm going to try and break it down. Bitcoin is a virtual currency. It's digitally, so you can't touch it, you can't feel it, you can't print it, you can't do any of those things. You can't keep it in a safe wallet from other people. Like you can hide it under your bed. It's nothing of the sort. And a lot of people, when they hear Bitcoin, they're thinking about that coin, right?
Hmm.
But not knowing that it's something that's virtual that you actually can store on your computer. And Mr. Palmer can fill in the
Yeah,
blanks with that.
absolutely. Great job in breaking that down, Mitzi. I always have acronyms for stuff. I like to use different things that individuals can relate to. For example, if you want to shake someone's hand, and you should be able to reach out and shake that person's hand just like that. The way our banking system works, if you want to shake someone's hand, you actually have to shake someone else's hand and have that person shake the other person's hand. That's the way our banking system works right now with the fiat currency, which is our dollar. Okay. With Bitcoin, you can actually reach out and touch that person's hand and shake it. So we call that peer to peer transactions rather than you going to the grocery store and buying something, or wherever store you go to, you're buying something and it goes, you swipe your card, and once you swipe your card, the banking system takes over and then they send that merchant the money. So you're actually going through a third party before you can make your payment. With Bitcoin, you can make payments and transactions anywhere in the world for minimal amount of money or Bitcoin, and you can do that no problem with anyone in the world in
Very
a
good.
matter of seconds.
Very good. So I need a Bitcoin. Do I have to have? I think it's trading like $56,000 as of today. Do I need $56,000 just to get me a piece of Bitcoin?
Oh gosh, no. Thank God you don't need.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
you have some people that are able to do that, right? But
Right.
not everyone's able to do that. So, when you buy a pizza, right? You can buy a slice of pizza. The fact is, you don't need to buy an old pizza. So, you can go buy a pizza, and that slice of pizza, you can cut it up into 10 tiny little pieces of pizza. It's the same with Bitcoin. You don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, where am I going to find $56,000 from? You can buy little blocks of Bitcoin. And Mr. Palmer will also break that down too.
Absolutely. That's my favorite term, is to think of a whole pizza, and a whole pizza right now. Let's say Bitcoin is 45,000 US or 56,000 Canadian. You don't have to buy that, as Mitzi said. You can buy a small amount. So I tell individuals, if you can afford to spend $100, $50, $200, whatever it is that you can spend, just invest into Bitcoin. And how do you do that? You can get yourself a Bitcoin account. Okay, there's many different providers that have that. You have Coinbase, you have blockchain, you have Mycelium, you have Cleaver. There's so many different ones that you can open up, and it's free for you to open up. All you need to do is to KYC yourself, meaning know your client. You may have to upload some personal documents because it is an account. So once you have that now, you can fund that wallet, fund that Bitcoin account, and you can fund it with cash. You can send cash to, like, there's certain providers here in Canada that you can send your cash to. Once the cash goes into that wallet, you can transfer that cash into Bitcoin. Now you have Bitcoin.
Very,
Simple.
very good and very good. So I guess it's just a nice little blend there. So you do your income statement as Mrs. Mosley explained earlier. You got a little bit of disposable income, and then you says, okay, I'm gonna go to either Desmond or Mitzi, and we'll do some playing around with a little bit of disposable income that we have. We can invest into cryptocurrency or bitcoins or this and that. So Des and Mitzi, is it fair to say um, if folks want to get started with this Bitcoin, can we put up your information? You want to put out your phone number and stuff so they can get in touch with you? Is there a way for them to get in touch with you? Do they have
Most,
questions?
most definitely, because for this segment, there's so much more that we could actually, explain. Because I know a lot of people are even thinking right now, well, why should I even get it? I can use a credit card. I can use my credit card and purchase things, right? But I don't know if many of your viewers remember in 2008 when the market crashed, right? This gentleman, Satoshi, he decided, he came up with Bitcoin where the government would not be able to manipulate it, because you can manipulate the dollar, right? They're just printing money, and the value of the dollar, it's not even worth the paper that it's printed on right now. With Bitcoin, yes, it can be volatile, but it's something that no one can touch, no one can change it. And if I were to buy a car from you, right, William, to buy a car from you, I can send you that money privately. No one will know about the transaction, just you and myself. So
Right.
this is the reason why most people are saying, wow, I want a piece of that. I don't have to pay all these crazy fees that I have to do. I don't have to fill out any KYCs at the bank. I can do this transaction with me and my buddy. He'll get what he needs, I'll get what I need privately.
And to your question, they can reach out to Mitzi and myself. And if I may add also, William, is right now, I think in the last 2 weeks, you and I spoke. We've been speaking quite a while now regarding Bitcoin. And Bitcoin went up to over 70,000 Canadian. It's back down to 56, but I'm not worried. Because what if it went to 100,000 by the end of this year? And you bought a little bit of it right now, what will you become? What would that do for you? You can't do that with the dollar. Right now, they're printing a whole lot of dollars right now because of the corona. So a lot of times it's going to hit us later on when the country gets into a deficit, where they're going to have to find some way to, increase loan payments and stuff like that just to get that money back. But there's experts who are saying that Bitcoin will hit over 100,000. So if that's the case, now let me just tell you guys, when Mitzi and I first got into Bitcoin, it was less than $100, and we bought. And what is it today? So imagine if we bought 5, 10, 15. Where would we be now if it's 70,000? Okay, I'm just giving you guys a little bit of a play there. If it doesn't cost you too much, or you can part with a little bit of a funds, why not? There is actual currencies out there right now that are similar to Bitcoin, and we also bought those. There's Ethereum, there's Ripple, there's Cardona. There's so many other ones out there that if I tell you that this one's going to be 100,000 in the next 2 years, you'll say, okay, I'll buy it. That's what we said in Bitcoin back in the day, and no one bought it. And now it's right in front of their face again, and they're still not buying it. So it's basically up to the individual to decide how much you can part with in your expenses. And that's what we do. We're risk takers. We do them, and it paid off.
Very good. Thank you all for your contributions. We're just pushing up against time. I got just a couple more questions and we call it a night. Get a house.
I'll jump in on that. I do these seminars every so often with Mitzi and myself, and the way I end up the seminar is, as Black individuals on this panel right now, we always worry about, financial freedom. We have our parents who most likely did not leave anything or don't have anything planned for us. They're going to leave for us. And then we have our kids. Mitzi has, she's a grandma now. And I'm not a grandfather, but am I waiting for my kids who are professionals now to help me out? Why can't it be me? Why not me? Why can't I be the person to leave a legacy for my parents, my mom, or from my kids? Why do I have to wait on them? So my thing is, we have a brain, we went to school, there's certain things out there that you can pick up. You can pick up Forex, you can pick up crypto, you can pick up all these different things and put your mind to it and have someone challenge you on it, have someone test you on it. And once you get tested on it, you become an expert with it. Believe me, you're going to get really good at something, and you will have that financial freedom that you're looking for. You just need to focus on something and build it with your all, like there's no tomorrow.
Yes.
Nicely said. Mitch, do you want to jump in here quickly?
Yes, what I would say on that is that in this lifetime, we've had the most opportunity in the history of the world. Online, you have children opening up toys on YouTube and becoming multi-millionaires. There's no excuse for anyone to say, I can't afford it. I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. You're just looking the other way. There are opportunities, like Desmond said, learning how to trade Forex, getting into real estate. You can get in without money. You just have to find a way, research, find out, see if you can find an investor who can jump in with you. Start talking to people. If you really want to change badly enough, you will find a way, or you'll find the money excuse. Because what are you going to say 10 years from now? The same thing? 30 years from now, the same thing? Who is going to leave that legacy? Who will do it if not you? Find a way. You can do it. Every one of us can do it.
Okay, where do we go from here? We talked about Bitcoin, we talked about cryptocurrency. I'm just going to tailor it to that. There's ways that you can acquire Bitcoin, and one of them is to use your money to buy it. There are businesses out there where you can actually, for example, you can trade foreign exchange. The banks trade foreign exchange for you at nighttime. When you get your direct deposit into your account, they trade it before you get to it in the morning. So they've got experts trading your foreign exchange, your currencies. And once they trade it, what's going to happen is they will take their profit and then they'll give you your little bit at the end of the year. Okay. So you can acquire Bitcoin by purchasing it, or you can get into an opportunity or in a business where they pay you in Bitcoin. So when you get paid cryptocurrency, you can be paid in Bitcoin for it. So that's another way to acquire it.
Excellent. Well said. Miss Morris, please. Mrs. Morris.
I so agree with Michelle. This conversation is really awesome. And I know what I did with my kids. I took them all to the bank, and I had the lady speak to them about credit cards, about the dangers of credit cards. And again, where do we go from here? We need to teach our children so they don't make the same mistakes that we did. We need to teach them about money management, about compounding interest, how we can work for you or work against you, because the bank is using it against us. We need to show them that there's other ways of hustling so that they can make money. A lot of our children are going to school and they're coming out of school and there are no jobs for them. So we need to show them other ways that they can become entrepreneurs and really, really change their lives. So what I would say right now is a lot of us missed the .com movement. Some of us think we missed the Bitcoin movement. No, we didn't. Some of us are going to miss the Forex movement. But I'm saying you can get in now. You can still catch the wave, but you have to open up your mind and you need to get started. You need to just do it.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.